Welcome back to Stuff We Can Do in Excel. What we're going to do in this video is take a look at the sum product function that is built into Excel that allows you to multiply one array of data by another array of data to get to a total for the entire set of data. It's a really useful tool. It can create some efficiency in doing otherwise lengthy and complex computations. So let's go see how that works. So we're going to start with this data file. And this file, by the way, is available for you to download. If you go down to the description section under this video, there's a link to this file that you can download it and follow along with us. So we've got some information here, and I want you to focus on the section of the table that's under products. We've got 6 different products that we can produce, and it tells us the contribution margin for each product. It tells us the demand, so we can't produce any more than we've got there. It also tells us the minimum required units that we have to produce for each one of these items. So the question is, what if we produced, let's say we produced 100 of unit 1, 90 unit 2, 80, 70, 60, and 50. What would our total contribution margin be from this kind of production mix? Well, the way we might determine that, if we go down to the contribution margin line, and you see where my green outlined box is, I'm going to make that box yellow so you can see it. In that yellow box, we might put the formula. Well, first thing we do, say equals, and then we might take the contribution margin for product 1 and multiply it times the contribution or the total units produced for product 1. Then we might add to that the contribution margin per unit for product 2 times the number of units produced for product 2. And we might add to that the contribution margin per unit for product 3 times the total units produced for product 3. And so on and so on, and we can get that. Now, it's pretty simple for a item of only six products here. We can go ahead and finish this out if we wish. But imagine if we had, say, 600 products or 6,000 products, and we're trying to figure out what the total contribution margin would be. That computation might be somewhat more tedious, particularly if you're having to type in all of these items. Well, the sum product function is going to allow us to do what I've just done here with the simple couple of keystrokes. So you see our total contribution margin would be $8,090 if this was our production. So let's get rid of that. Let's do it using sum product. So we're going to say equals. We're going to do sum product. And I'm going to hit the Control A button. Now you can also get to this by going to the function button, but I like the Control A button because it opens up the dialog window. It tells us that we can now multiply some arrays times each other. So the 2 arrays we're going to use in this case is contribution margin per unit in the first array, and the second array is amount of products produced. Now, essentially it's going to take whatever in D8, multiply it times whatever's in D11. It's going to take what's in C8 or E8 and multiply it times what's in E11. What's in F8 times F11. What we just did in our earlier formula, it's going to do with one stroke. In addition, you can add additional arrays to this if you wish. If I added another array, it would give me an option to add several different arrays, not just 3. So if we hit enter, sure enough, there's our $8,090. So we got it much easier with just doing the sum product function instead of having to type in each one of those formulas separately. Let's go look at another kind of way we might use this. We can use it vertically as well. So we've got this data. Here's the number of units we sold for these products, and here's the sales price per unit for each of those products. And I want to know what my total sales revenue is. I can simply use the sum product function again. Control A. My first array is going to be the number of units I sold. And the second array is going to be the sales price per unit. You can imagine how much easier this would be if I was using named ranges. It would make it even easier than I'm doing it here. Hit OK, and it's going to tell me the sum of all my sales revenue, given that these are the number of units I sold, and that's the sales price that I sold them at. So it's a really great tool for quickly and efficiently arriving at a product where you're multiplying a whole lot of different numbers together. So hopefully that was helpful. If you like this video, we'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. We'll see you real soon.